PR Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by Envision U. Envision U has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With Envision U, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code envisionu.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this podcast from. Welcome to my podcast, Prospering in Health and Wealth. My name is Verner Dixon. I'm with VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have a discussion with you about health, wealth, and wellness, and talk about how they actually interrelate with each other and can create a better environment for you, create a better work environment for you, a life situation for you, particularly if you have your health and you can focus on generating your wealth. And I think we'd have a lot to have conversations about. If you're interested, hang around and get your friends and relatives on board. And so let's get underway. Thank you. Let's go. Hello to all your friends and family. And hey, look, I'd like to thank you folks for being here today. And as always, I really appreciate it. And it's kind of make my day because I like the idea of helping people and helping as much as I can. Unfortunately, today I'm going to be talking about some of the things that are going on with the industry. And as you know, I've been occasionally mentioning AI and what AI is doing and how AI is working. And I have a couple of obviously offerings for that category. But I decided to kind of bring it back to the reality of how things are operating now and the conversations that's being had. And I've mentioned opportunities for managing an AI environment or being replaced by an AI environment. And so obviously the preference would be managing in an AI environment. But I'm going to talk to you about the reality of it, because I mean, one of the articles that kind of gave me the impetus to move forward with this presentation today is like it came up in social media, and I forgot exactly what day, but I remember copying it. And it says, you're about to lose your job. AI isn't coming one day. It's here right now, replacing people fast. And the reason for that part is like 300,000 federal employees are already out of work. Black women and minorities taking the hardest hit. That's significant as well. There's Georgia, DC, Mississippi, Louisiana are bleeding jobs. I mean, that's what it's indicating here. And I don't think that's by accident. The whole departments are disappearing overnight because managers are realizing AI can do the work cheaper and faster. And that's the issue. It can do the work cheaper and faster. If it can do it cheaper and faster and it does it really well, obviously they don't need you anymore if you're doing that job. Again, whole departments are disappearing. The industries are chopping on the chopping block. As an example, just to give you a few, accounting, auditing, admin roles, programming, sales, customer service. Those are just a few. And I showed you before that how if you're working in a fast food place, how a robot can fry your fries, do your hamburger, put cheese on that hamburger, toast your buns, make you a drink and sell it to you at the counter and take your money. So there's no individual involved in that. So that's only from the labor perspective. And then there are warehouses as well. I mean, here it is. I mean, here's the cold truth. Those who learn AI and add it to their skills will survive. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. If you learn AI or about AI and have something that you can work in that environment with, you will survive. Those who don't, well, you'll get replaced, as I indicated by the fast food indicator. Uh, I mean, it's just, even Elon Musk said, it's about to get tougher before it gets better. The tough time, yes, it is. It's happening right now. And this ain't fear mongering. This is just a warning to let you know that it's coming, it's here, and it's doing the thing that's making the environment different. I don't know. Would your job survive? Uh, you have to make that decision. But I want to show you as an additional impetus to the what I just read to you in terms of this article. Let me show you a little video about some of the things that are going on in the industry.
Welcome back. We all know artificial intelligence is rapidly changing workplaces around the world. Well, a new study from Anthropic shows white-collar jobs are the most vulnerable to AI. Fears of an AI takeover have renewed interest in skilled trade work. A recent survey shows 77% of Gen Z say it's important that their future job is difficult to automate. CBS News Money Watch reporter Megan Cerullo joins us now in studio to explain all of this. Megan assured me my job is safe as it relates to AI anyway. We'll see if this is true as time moves on. Good morning. Great to have you with us. Which professions then are most at risk of AI, Megan?
The ones that you might expect to be: computer programmer, data entry specialist, customer service rep. By contrast, a job like lifeguard is safe. Cook, motorcycle mechanic, those were the types of professions that were ranked as least exposed to AI. And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want AI to save me if I were drowning.
No, not at all. And it sounds like, hey, if the job requires you to use your hands in some type of functional way away from a keyboard, maybe you're better off. But how exactly was AI exposure measured?
That is part of why we're seeing some young people turn toward what are called the skilled trades. And what Anthropic did was they looked at AI's theoretical capabilities, and they also looked at what applications it's actually currently being used for. And they looked at different jobs, which are a collection of skills and tasks, and looked at how capable AI is at doing those skills to determine exposure.
Now, I know this may be a more difficult question to answer, but what does the study say about jobs lost to AI? Because companies will often say they're reducing a workforce because of AI redundancies, but it's hard to fact check that.
It is. We've seen those kinds of announcements. It's also hard to isolate AI as a factor driving layoffs. What the study's authors find is that there's little evidence to date that AI is actually responsible for displacing workers. There's some suggestive or anecdotal evidence that young people might be having a hard time finding entry-level work because of AI. For example, I talked to a coder, a computer programmer, who said that his firm is hiring fewer junior coders, and he is a more experienced coder, and he says he uses AI as if it were a junior programmer. But that's just anecdotal, and AI job losses are not showing up in the data just yet.
Yeah, viewers can check out your article on cbsnews.com to learn more. Bartender, that job appears safe, and we all need a good drink. Megan, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Wow. I mean, and as I get more and more involved in AI, as I need to, and I'm suggesting that you need to as well, AI is doing a lot of things that people probably didn't anticipate AI doing. But over the, I guess, years and the last few months anyway, AI has become so much more sophisticated than it was initially. As they indicate in terms of what this report was talking about, was that there's some indications that it's not taking over some situations, but if you're reading the news or if you're following AI the way that I am on a daily basis, you'll understand that how significant it is. As I mentioned before, 300,000 federal employees are already out. So that particular article was talking about maybe young people coming into the market and being replaced by what AI is. But here is 300,000 federal employees who have been around for a while. What are they going to do? Are they going to wait and see if their job opens up again? Or are they going to wait and look for other job opportunities in other industries? I'm suggesting that there's probably a combination of that, but I'm also suggesting that they should be looking at different ways to earn an income. And the way to think about this is not that AI is going to replace me in my particular job. Oh, but it will. But somebody else may come in and help manage that job. And what I mean by that is because if AI comes in and replaces the job that you're doing, there's somebody who's going to have to be higher up managing that environment, making sure the AI is following the right protocols and those kinds of things, and managing the technology, the software. I mean, basically AI is software, and the software is becoming more and more sophisticated. So rather than freak out about not being able to get a job and, oh my God, it's going to take my job, you need to be saying to yourself, what can I do to support myself in this new environment? And that's the thought process that I had, and that's the thought process I think that you should have as well. My background is a programmer, mainframe programmer, old school, COBOL back in those days, computer operations where the room was filled up with systems. And so I used to load tapes and drives and those kind of things. A lot of the things that that I was doing then are not done anymore. That just goes to show you that I'm not a young chicken anymore. But a lot of those things are not done anymore. It's run by software. Software is managing the systems online, and you never have to deal with that stuff. And you've got a room now that's full of processors, and they're being managed online as well. So as nobody needs to go in there and mess, except the maintenance crew, go in there and change tape drives like I used to do because of a different application. You change a different tape drive or whatever. That's gone. So you start having to make adjustments for things that you can't do anymore, but you still need to earn a living. So what are those changes? I mean, people have gone into multi-level marketing. People have gone into side hustles, and I promote a Plan B options. And so I have different Plan B processes that folks can come into and earn additional income. But that's what I'm about, and that's what I'm here to try to support and help you in this environment. All I'm saying is that the warning is there. Heed the warning. Heed the warning if you're doing a 9-to-5 job, and look at your job and see if your company is looking at AI and how they're looking at AI. I mean, there are products and services. If you look at social media at all, you can see them talking about AI replacing salespeople. And they are. And I'll show you an example of one of those at the end of this, but showing how sales AI can make a phone call to a client, can have a conversation with that client, because they know that AI twin, we call them, knows everything about your business because that's what you trained it on. It can have a conversation with that prospect, walk them through all of the ins and outs of their process and all of the capabilities of what products and services that you bring to the table, and help them make a decision on purchasing that software. And that software is generally in the environment where it's replacing now someone else. Small businesses are starting because maybe it's 1 or 2 people in the business. And right now, the way things are, they can't afford to go out and hire a resource. Even though they need a salesperson, maybe they can't afford that salary on top of that commission and bonuses and those kinds of things. But AI can take care of that because AI can replace that salesperson. And that's being done every day, more and more frequently. Not only that, but the administrative person in the office can be replaced because now AI answers the phone, make sure that the call is transitioned to the right person for that contact or whatever that is. And boom, that position's gone. How about accounting? AI is doing accounting. It can read spreadsheets. It can do the calculations you need and give you the reports you need for your taxes and everything else. So you see where I'm going with this? Sales, administrative, accounting, those are done. Now, there are some other tasks in a business that can be done by AI, and over time we'll talk a little bit more about this. I'll let you know what I'd like to do, and is in the plans for me to do, is to have me demonstrate some of the products and services that are available to help you make a decision as to at least what I bring to the table, and you'll see some of the other things that are out there in the community as well. But in the meantime, I don't want you to freak out and feel that I'm bringing bad news to the table without solutions to try to help with that. And I learned that a long time ago. You don't ask the question unless you know the answer to it in general. But with that in mind, I'd like to run this second video to kind of give you a little bit of different flavor of what's going on.
People often talk about the jobs that AI will replace, but they don't often talk about the jobs that AI will actually create. AI is creating millions of new jobs. By 2035, it's expected that nearly 10 million people will be using AI on a day-to-day basis in their jobs. And the good news is, these aren't just jobs for people who are great at maths and coding. There are jobs for people who've got great communication skills, are creative, have good judgment, and a good understanding of equality and what's fair. So, what are some of these jobs? First of all, we have AI ethics leads. These are the people who make sure that AI is fair and not biased. So, for example, if you use face recognition to unlock your phone, these are the people who make sure that it's fair for everybody, not just certain people with a particular skin tone. And then we have prompt engineers. Their job is basically knowing how to ask AI really useful questions in order to get the most accurate results. If you've ever had to explain something complicated to a young child, this could be the job for you. And then we've got AI engineers. These are the people who actually build the AI systems. And then you've also got machine learning operations engineers. These are the people who make sure the system is running smoothly. So they're a bit like car mechanics, but for computers. Beyond the tech world, AI is being used by lots of different industries. In healthcare, AI is already being used by medical staff to spot diseases earlier. And that's going to have a knock-on effect on the number of healthcare staff that are needed to actually manage and treat these diseases. In education, there will be a need for AI teachers, not just in schools, but also in the workplace as well. And in the world of science and climate action, there's a growing need for more AI experts to go into these industries in order to solve big problems faster. So what does this all mean for you in terms of the training and what you need to do now? Well, first of all, there's different pathways you can get into this. You could either go the university route and do a degree such as maths, computer science, or anything with artificial intelligence or robotics in the title. You could also go the apprenticeship route if you'd rather be working and earning money at the same time, and look for apprenticeships related to data science or computing. But I think ultimately you can prepare by making sure that you're adaptable, you stay curious, because at the end of the day, the job you could be doing in the future may not have even been created yet.
There you go. There you go. So I wanted to help you not freak out and say, oh my God, my job is going, my life is changing, it's going to go down the tube. There is a way to get around that. And as indicated by the video, as time goes on, it's going to be becoming even more and more sophisticated. And like he's indicating, maybe the jobs in the future are not even known right now. Because I've looked at different technologies in the AI environment, for instance, the health thing that he was talking about. You know, they even got AI doing, and this kind of freaked me out, and doing surgery, at least assisting in a surgical process. I mean, they've got a surgeon standing by, but some of the AI activity that was managing the equipment, doing the incision, looking for different things. I mean, and so it is absolutely mind-boggling what AI is able to do. You can even, you're probably using one of the apps, ChatGPT. You probably used that, at least seen that as well. And you're probably just looking up, it's more sophisticated than Google search, you know, that kind of thing. And so it helps you analyze and do things if you ask it the right questions. And that's the issue. You're asking it the right questions. You can have it lay out an entire process. Like one of my projects that I did, I needed to create a new Facebook page for AI in general, and my crypto and some other things as well. And so I put my requirement into ChatGPT. I happen to use ChatGPT at this particular time, but there's also another one that you can use, Microsoft Copilot. That's also valuable in terms of resources available as well. But anyway, it came back and created an absolutely fantastic Facebook page. And you can check my Facebook page out by look me up on Facebook. And that's kind of going through a couple of the links that I have, because I'm promoting in different categories on the Facebook. And that category would be, I have one for health and wealth, and I have one for AI. And then I have a couple coming up that I'm developing, and they'll be available later on as well. But I'm all over the place, and I'm very, very excited, and even more so about using AI. The thing that I will be promoting is, and I've indicated this before, a couple of other podcasts that I've done. The two products that I promote, one is called Booster EOS ECO, and the other one is called Lev AI. Booster is an all-in-one, all-inclusive application. And you know what I was talking about? Creating a salesperson, creating somebody in administration, somebody in accounting, and somebody in all these other departments and different areas. That's Booster. Lev AI I use that more for a marketing process and kind of moving forward with that. And you'll see one of my Lev AI products in a few minutes. But I am going to start showing you different components of these products so that you get a better understanding of what's going on. And the issue too, I mean, if you're looking for an opportunity to earn income without spending a lot of money, particularly if you've been laid off, or you're being laid off, or you're thinking about changing jobs, or you're thinking about AI in a way that you can earn income from, Booster anyway is absolutely free to get started. It has a shopping app that you can distribute to folks for free and never have to spend a dime. And as long as they begin to use the shopping app to go online shopping, discount cards, you get cash back, they get cash back as well. You'll get paid for that. As you get used to using the application, you can begin to use some of those products and services yourself. We've got an application called Companions. And these little companions are the little cutest little things you ever saw, but they're smart as all get out. They can help you, your kids, with math. They can help you with in-depth conversation. They can help you if you're down and out and kind of feeling miserable. You can bring up a companion and have a conversation and kind of have going through that process. And so it is absolutely fantastic. And every day that I go through the applications that are available, I get more and more excited about it. And that's why I'm bringing you to the table in terms of getting you, helping you understand what AI is, how you can benefit from it, and what I have available that'll help you do both from that standpoint. In the meantime, let me show you real quick one of the twins that I created for myself with one of my my LifeWave product, my thermal patches that I promote. So let me show you what that's about.
Ready to elevate your wellness game? Meet X39 from lifewave.com. This game-changing patch uses phototherapy to stimulate your skin, enhancing strength and stamina by channeling your body's innate energy. Simply apply it to harness infrared heat, naturally boosting your vitality. Want to learn more? Visit www.lifewave.com/VernD and step into a healthier, more active lifestyle today.
All right. See, it looks a little bit like me, right? It sounds a little bit like me, right? And so you create those salespeople to go out and do things. So you can you can implement it in your website. You can just use it for social media. You can build it around other things. And this particular one is for LifeWave. Like I said, the thermal patches that I use, I have one for Lev AI itself. And I also have one for another company that I'm working with, iHub, and we're promoting different products and services there. So I guess what I'm saying is that it's the way things are. It's the industry that is currently exciting, and it's best that you get involved now, because if you wait and continue to wait, for instance, if you wait until your job is gone, I'm not going to say it'll be too late, but you're going to be behind the curve. And so what I'm doing is suggesting now that you get involved on some level. And as I indicate, from my perspective, if I can help you get started for free, answer questions for you about AI and what's going on with that environment, and talk to you about some of the services and products that are available out there, I would be more than happy to do that. And I just thought of, in addition to the companions, there's even our support AI component on the application is a little owl, and his name is Sam. And Sam can walk you through the entire application and do a sales process as well, and also help you with support, because it knows everything about the application, and so it can answer your questions regarding that. We also have a product, and I mentioned I used ChatGPT for one of the other processes that I have, but we also have a product called Ignite. And Ignite takes in consideration, takes the capability of ChatGPT, Perplexity, and there's a couple of others that are incorporated into that. And ChatGPT runs you, I mean, you can start with it free, but when you really want to start using it, it'll cost you $19 or $20 to get started. I've got 3 or 4 applications wrapped into one, and I'm going to only charge you $19 for that in that particular case. But again, you can get started for free. Offer these products and services to entities, to businesses, small businesses, because I promote Booster to affiliates, people like myself who are out earning an income and trying to promote AI or promote a business using AI. Also to what we call merchants. Merchants can use the technology, as I indicated, for salesperson, for administrative person, for accounting, and there's multiple areas of opportunities in the application that a merchant can be taken advantage of. And they don't have to use everything at once. They can get the app for free as well and pick and choose what is required or what they need in their environment. And that's what's exciting about that. And so again, I'll be promoting that and talking about the different components of the application where you can take advantage of and earn income if that's what you're obviously interested in. At least that's what I'm trying to promote, a way that you can earn income in this changing environment. And also understand more about AI and what is available, what its capabilities are. And between these 2 apps that I promote, and I picked these 2 because of what they indicated that was going to be going on. I've been with Booster for a little over a year. I've been with Lev AI for almost 9 months, I think it is. But I picked those 2 out of the others that I had seen and kind of run through in terms of what their capabilities are and what they're allowing me to do and offer things free. Like that shopping app, take that shopping app, go to your phone store, download the app. It's called Booster, ECO, and download that shopping app. It's free. Offer that to other people and earn income without spending a dime, and be able to manage it from your own phone. And then take a look at some of the other things that are available there as well. Lev AI will cost you. It's not a free install. but that's a product and services that'll cost you a little bit. It's not expensive. It's not expensive. You can still get in for $100 and a few dollars a month. So again, I'll be back. I'll be talking to you more about what's going on and how you can best benefit from this environment. So with that in mind, I'd like you to continue to be blessed, because it's an awesome opportunity out there at the area that we're living in now. And I want to let you know that the best is yet to come. Be cool. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.